Hello, everyone. My name is Karen Bird. I am the past president of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce and also your certified facilitator for the upcoming Being ATHENA Leadership program to start in March. It's our second program that we're offering. I'm so excited to be a part of that. I wanted to spend a few moments with you to talk about the ATHENA Leadership program and give you a sneak peek of what it's about. So there is a workbook that we'll go through. It's kind of like a journal, think about it that way, that documents your journey as you're going through the 8 principles of enlightenment leadership. There's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of time for you to look internally and think about where you are in your leadership journey, where you are in your relationships at work, at home, in other places. And we put you through a predictive index. So it's a questionnaire asking you all kinds of questions about if you were in this situation, how would you feel? How would you react? What would you do? And it's to gauge some of the characteristics of your authentic self so that we can have, and you can have, a better understanding of your self-view and how you see yourself. And that's critical to the journey that we take together through Athena, because knowing and understanding yourself and where your strengths are helps you identify how you build relationships, how you interact with others, how you see yourself in your environment, and how you identify the things that you feel you want to work on or you want to change. So it's really important that we start with that foundation of understanding self, but also understanding how we think others see us as well. That's also very important for self-perception, for self-awareness, and for authenticity. So we start with a predictive index. You have a workbook that you go through. There's a little bit of homework for each session. I might be watching a TED Talk or reading a few pages. They're all things to help ignite that ability for you to think about the next principle that we're going to work on, or to reflect on the one that we just finished, so that you can take the things that you learned and truly internalize them so they become a piece of who you are. And so we work through the 8 principles of enlightenment. And when you look at Athena International on the website and you go and look at what those are, sometimes they're paired together a little bit. And because they go together, they feed off of one another. And it's a skill building exercise. So from the first one that we start to the last one that we do, they build upon one another. And you'll see that as you go through the journey with us. So the first one is live authentically. And I've always felt as though that is the basis of everything. You cannot find your place in the world or understand the choices that you make, the relationships that you build, or how you lead yourself if you don't know authentically who you are. And I think as women, we have a common experience that we are not allowed to show up as our authentic selves at work and in other places like that. So this process helps you deconstruct that, if you will, and understand it and get a better knowing of yourself. And so once you learn about living authentically, then we learn about learning constantly. And that means so many different things in so many different ways. And that's the beauty of having so many different women in the group, is because those different perspectives shine through and you really get to learn from other people. And then once we do that, then we build relationships and foster collaboration. And, you may hear those and you think, well, that's the same thing, but it's not, right? So how do you build relationships as an individual? How do you choose to build relationships? What draws you to other people that you want to build relationships to? And then as a part of your leadership journey, fostering collaboration is different. Collaboration can be within you, but it's also outside of you. How do you foster others to collaborate and build those relationships? So again, building blocks. So we're putting these learnings together. The next one is the 2 are acting courageously and advocating fiercely. Those are 2 of my favorites. The advocating fiercely is one of my favorites, and that comes from my own personal journey of having to advocate for myself and my children through something that I went through. And so having the courage, finding the courage to be able to do those things. And it doesn't mean grand things. It could be anything. Anything that you need to find courage for is a step forward in building that skill of acting courageously, which usually always leads to advocating fiercely. Because once you have that courage within yourself, the things that you see that are not right or could be changed, that courage will automatically allow you to advocate and speak up for that. And then the last two, give back and celebrate. Two of the hardest ones in all of the cohorts that I've done, two of the hardest ones that ladies have time with, because we don't always give ourselves time, give back to ourselves. And so give back is as much as giving to community as it is giving back to yourself. You know, we talk about those things where you can't pour from an empty cup, or you have to put your mask on first before you put on someone else's. When we think about in a plane, in an emergency situation, you can't give to others unless you have taken care of yourself. And the last one, celebrate. We do such a good job of celebrating others, but feel somehow guilty about celebrating ourselves. And it's not about talking about how great you are, or, you know, boasting or any of those kinds of things. It's about celebrating the things that you do and how they contribute to you becoming a better person, a better woman, a better mom, a better wife, a better auntie, whatever that role is that you're focusing on in that moment. So celebrating is a great way to end how we've taken these 10 sessions together. We've built these phenomenal skills that will serve you through the rest of your life in all areas of your life, personal, career, anything that you endeavor, these skills will help you. I had a mentor early on in my life who used to say, leadership is a choice. Taking the Athena Leadership Program is a choice you will never regret. The skills and the competencies through this empathy-based learning that you take with you will serve you and everyone around you for the rest of your life. It will enrich who you are as an individual, and others will see a difference. They will see a difference in who you are. So it's a leadership program unlike any other. It's not about managing people. It's not about skills. It's not about business. It's about individualism. It's about authenticity. So I invite each and every one of you, please strongly consider taking the Athena Leadership Program at some point in your life. We would love to have you in March. So go to the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce website. You will see that event scrolling. Just click on it and you can register. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber, to myself, to Rory. You can find us, you can find me on LinkedIn, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. Looking forward to seeing all of you at Athena. Thank you for your time with me today, ladies. Bye-bye.